Volodymyr Zelensky has repeatedly pleaded for weapons and financial aid since Russia's full-scale invasion in 2022. Now, the Ukrainian president is making a far more provocative demand: nuclear weapons. In an interview with Piers Morgan, Zelensky warned that if Ukraine's NATO accession remains a distant goal, the country must receive nuclear arms or sufficient missile systems to deter Russia. His remarks signaled mounting frustration with Western hesitation and the lack of long-term security guarantees.
Give us back nuclear arms. Give us missile systems. Partners, help us finance the 1 million army and move your contingent to the parts of our state where we want the situation's stability so people have tranquility.
The Ukrainian leader's rhetoric suggests growing desperation as Russian forces continue occupying large parts of the country. Without firm commitments from allies, he argued, Ukraine remains vulnerable to further aggression.
If this process is protracted for years or decades, not because of us but because of our partners, then we have an absolutely just question. What will be defending us against this evil for this whole time, on this whole path? Which support package? Which missiles? Will we be given nuclear weapons? Then let them give nuclear weapons. Will they give us the missiles in quantities so we can stop Russia? I am not sure of that, but I think it would help. Otherwise, what missiles can stop Russian nuclear missiles? That is a rhetorical question.
While Kyiv has long pursued NATO membership, Zelensky's remarks floated an alternative path, one that would escalate the conflict to unprecedented levels. His demand for nuclear arms adds a dangerous new dimension to the war. Even as he raised the nuclear question, Zelensky reiterated that NATO membership remains his top priority. He described it as the cheapest and most effective security guarantee for Ukraine and its allies.
NATO, you know our position. We believe that NATO is not just a desirable alliance for Ukraine. We have a very pragmatic approach. I really believe that these are the cheapest security guarantees that Ukraine can get, the cheapest for everyone. I would say it works for the three sides here, for the West. First of all, for the United States, which is the leader of NATO, for Ukraine, and to be honest, for Russia. Although I do not want to think about what will happen to them. But we have to think. As a president, I have to ensure that the war, the aggression, does not happen again. With NATO, this is possible.
Moscow wasted no time in responding. Russian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Maria Zakharova called Zelensky a maniac and accused him of seeking to use nuclear power as a tool for blackmail. The latest statements by Zelensky about his desire to possess nuclear weapons make him look like a maniac who sees the planet as the object of his sick fantasies, Zakharova wrote on Telegram. She further claimed that Ukraine views nuclear power not as a peaceful energy source, but as a means to intimidate its adversaries. The Kremlin has long framed its war against Ukraine as a defensive measure, arguing that Kyiv's NATO ambitions threaten Russian security. Now, with Zelensky raising the nuclear stakes, Moscow has yet another justification for its aggression, one that could further escalate the conflict.